I was stuck in this idea of them pushing the bottom tower really early with Enigma. And I think that might have been the idea for Secret to begin with, but they've adapted. He's running 8-0. I don't know why Eternal Envy is all chatting. All this.
Alright, well, to find out why he's all chatting, we've got casters. So, before we hand it off, guys, predictions? Do you like the draft send very quickly?
Secret either stomps in 25 minutes or loses this game.
Alright, Shannon.
I think C9 takes this. I'm going back on my prediction.
Alright, well, we're going to have a 5v5 clash potentially, so for that we hand it off to Gods in Winter. Game 2, now underway.
Here we go, Game 2, Cloud9 versus Team Secret, and a bit of a battle brewing here in the Radiant jungle. As Fato going to be poking his nose forward on that Shadow Fiend, looking to swagger his way forward, and Secret going to be looking to back off. Not the best level 1 fighting lineup with the Enigma, but possibly looking to at least find out where these wards are going down. So Cloud9 have the Abaddon, have the Aphotic Shield or Mistcoil to help them out, and as well as the Blade Fury being one of the best level 1 fighting spells. Maybe looking to force out some spells here. Grave Chill comes out on Envy, and he actually takes a bit of harass here. No-Tail shields himself. Not sure if that was the intended outcome there, but Bone 7 now. Somewhat Isolated will also take a bit of harass here. So, early pokes and prods. The ventures into the Radiant jungle. Settle down, Winter. What's going on here in Game 2?
The battle begins.
Oh dear, they wanted to push them away so they could not tell where they placed the wards, but it actually did not work out. The sentry's gonna... Oh, he's actually not going to take away the other sentry on the left here. Only the observer on the right.
Yep. Gets just the one here. We'll introduce our two teams quickly before things get truly underway. Secret on the Radiant side, down 1-0. We're going to have Kuroki playing the Visage. It's going to be Puppy on the Dazzle. It's going to be Arteezy shifting from the mid lane to the safe lane on the Lycan. S4 on the mid lane, Queen of Pain. Similar story, getting harassed out by the Ventress. And finally, in the off lane, going to be Zai on the Enigma. For the dire side, Cloud9 going to be running Eternal Envy on the Juggernaut in the safe lane. Misery on the Vengeful Spirit. Fato once again on his Shadow Fiend, and in the offlane, a dual lane with Bone 7 on the Axe and Big Daddy No-Tail playing the Abaddon.
Well, I don't expect the bench to be able to do too much though. He's just not going to be able to force the opponent mid laner or not to be able to see us like a Bane. Bench just, I don't think he can do the same damage like he did the last game. And bottom lane, Bone 7 going to get an Aphotic Shield cast on him and he's able to play very aggressive with that support.
Yeah.
Just look at him. Oh my god.
He's going to be careful. Another Mistcall coming out here, and Bone 7 just continuing to man up on this trial lane. Mid lane, though, there's some aggression from S4 under the tower, just using that Shadow Strike, trying to give Fato a rough time. He says, this is an actual even 1v1 matchup. There's no Bane for you this game. Let's have a good old-fashioned 1v1. Quat versus SF, a kind of a classic Dota matchup.
Yeah, this would be a very good matchup to watch and to know who can actually outplay each other.
Pretty even matchup, would you say? Hero-wise, at least early levels.
Depends on who gets the better rune as well.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the better rune will just be able to win the lane straight on.
Well, the Enigma shifted to the off lane. The hero people kind of expected to see Puppy on, but this definitely helped out Secret's lanes. Because looking at what C9 picked, we're all both sitting here like, Secret, their lanes are screwed, there's nothing to pick for Zai, but putting the Enigma in the off lane, being able to pick a secondary support is going to salvage their lanes.
Yeah,
right
if they didn't do this, I think their lanes are just going to be very weak, very greedy. So having this move done by Puppy definitely very helpful towards their lanes and putting less pressure on the safe lane of Arteezy.
Yep. Well, he's got the two supports. It's still a rough lane at bottom with the Axe Abaddon.
Yeah, he's still getting a lot of farm on the Axe at the moment with 8 last hits. And you look at Arteezy, only 6 last hits on the Lycan. He's going to get another few at the moment. So far, still doing about the same CS as
middle lane, the courier, it's going to get caught out. One more right click, no bottle for you. Oh, what a disaster in the mid lane. Misery. He was the player in game 1 with the Bane. Getting all that enfeeble harass, and he does, well, similar damage in the mid lane once more. This time around, it's the bottle snipe. We've not seen a courier snipe like all tournament long, it feels like, and finally one comes out in one of the most important matches of the tournament for Team Secret.
Mr. Parker, you must be proud of that.
I love me a good bottle snipe. I love me a good bottle snipe, and that was, well, pretty straightforward one. Something that Secret should have seen coming.
Bone 7 bottom. We're gonna get slowed by the Great Chill here. And Poison touch as well. Oh,
Abaddon's on here. He's gone back to base. He didn't actually. I think he was out of HP, out of mana, and left Axe on his own. So first blood goes Secret's way. No-Tail going to heal himself back up at the fountain.
He went back to base to regenerate, and X was just playing so far ahead. Like, he got too comfortable in the lane and paid the price there.
Well, with that, Secret at least make up possibly some of the damage done by losing their courier.
This mid lane for S4 has not worked out. Like 2 games in a row, he got destroyed by Misery. Not Fata, but Misery.
And Fata will reap the benefits of this on that Shadow Fiend. Hero hasn't played in a while, but a hero that he was kind of known for, at least back on some of his previous teams, being one of his better heroes. But right now, he's got the edge over the Queen of Pain because of this. Bottom lane, 4-minute rune going to come out. Big Daddy No-Tail takes the haste rune in.
Oh no, Kuroki's in trouble here.
Oh, he even skills up the passive. Big Daddy No-Tail had kept a point, and he's going to slow Kuro with this. Kuro going to get chased down. Here comes Bone 7 as well. The Grave Chill comes out. Kuro on the run, but there's an axe with the Berserker's Call. Kuro's just straight up dead. Of all the runes, Secret cannot catch a break this game, Winter.
Puppy's going to get chased down as well. Are they going to continue to chase him down here? No, it seems like it's just harassment. It's just too far.
Yeah, Big Daddy No-Tail decides against it. I guess a theoretical grave or heal could have caused him problems. Arteezy says, I want out. He TPs himself all the way home.
This is a lot of damage being done. Yet again, once more by C9 in the laning phase towards Secret's lanes. Oh dear.
The Enigma at top's getting a lot of CS here, but MB still getting good farm himself.
They are more or less trading farm because they can't really zone him out. He's going to be able to pull the wave back all the time like a lich. So, I mean, at least they're getting good farm on MB. That's a good thing about the trade-off there.
Yeah, I mean, for C9, all 3 lanes going well. For Secret, it feels like one lane going well. Just the off lane is going well.
It feels like it's going to be the similar story. Secret gonna have all the lanes except the off lane not going well, and Bone 7 creep skipping once more. They're gonna have 3 heroes there trying to zone him back, but Big Daddy there.
We misses the call onto Puppy, and that
they're fine though. They can't. Secret just can't kill them.
Yeah. They don't. Grave Chill is the extent of their initiation, and if they can't kill with the Grave Chill, it's not. They're not doing anything.
This is like just C9 exploiting the weakness of the lane. They don't have a stun, not much killing potential without a disable. Just a slow from the Visage and a lot of right click from the Lycan power.
And because of that, S4 in the mid lane is on his own. He's not getting any ganks. As you said, these supports don't have stuns. They can't gank a Shadow Fiend. The only hero who maybe can is the Enigma in the off lane.
Jackie Mount got Puppy figured out there. Removing his jungling heroes that would help the lanes and taking advantage all of the laning corners that Secret have right now.
Well, Secret, it seems to be they were getting, I mean, the entire group stage and even the series against EG game, they would just get away with these greedy lanes, and as you said, it's being punished here. So we'll see what Secret look to do to adapt. They're stuck with this draft here in game number 2. They've had a few unlucky breaks. S4 has hit level 6 on his Queen of Pain, so possibly look to make a rotation.
I think the next point that Secret wants to look for to come back into this game is like the TP scroll on the Enigma right now.
Yeah.
If he can TP to bottom lane, get a black hole on both of the Abaddon and the Axe, get a kill or 2, that would be a good start for them. Or even maybe rotate towards middle to get a black hole, but that would probably be unlikely because Fata is just going to double race and push the wave farm jungle all the time. That would be his pattern in the middle lane. So I would not expect anything to happen there unless they actually dive to gank the corp, which is also unlikely. So probably the most likely action would be on the bottom lane, letting on the TP and help out the lanes.
Well, just the 2 Secret supports in that lane as Arteezy has rotated into the jungle to saying he's going to get better farm over there.
And one more interesting thing I want to point out as well, like Envy chose not to take any points in the Blade Fury just because it's not going to be useful in the lane. The wave is always back near the tower and Igma's going to be farming, so that he just went for, I mean, I didn't expect him to go for 4 points in crit, but unusual.
Mid lane, S4 gets double race, a Misery stun! Misery is the mid lane master this series.
And he is the annoying hero, like he's the Mirana of this series. We were talking during the break that we were wondering why Secret hasn't put Puppy on the Mirana, that we see him a lot. Bottom lane, here we go, Bone 7 gonna dive in, Big Daddy No-Tail gonna be there, backing him up with the first Athletic Shield, gonna chase down Kuroki, but not gonna be able to get him there.
No kill, but damage has been done. Bone 7 has a Vanguard, by the way, 8 minutes in the game. There's no killing this guy unless you're bringing in Queen of Pain or Enigma.
Yeah, and here comes our top lane, the
first black hole. Arteezy going to pop the shapeshift. They haven't dealt with the healing ward here. Envy still keeping himself somewhat healthy with this, but they will have enough damage to bring him down. The Halb coming into play there, and an important kill for Team Secret there.
And Big Daddy knows here picks up the bottom rune, the haste rune, and he's gonna scurry himself towards middle lane, but I don't think he can get the... Oh, he's actually gonna go for the kill.
The bottle charges are gonna come out here. S4 has his first bottle cancelled, but has some more charges, and Big Daddy No Tail just gonna be happy with zoning out S4 from the mid laners. Top lane, Secret do get a tier 1 tower.
Zai is just keeping them in the game and taking that top tower with Arteezy, the rotation for them.
Yeah. I mean, Zai's played well. He did have it the easier... At this point, he had the easiest lane for any of the Secret heroes, to some extent.
Definitely.
Maybe S4 would have done okay mid if he didn't have his bottle snipe, but... Top lane, Envy's come back in. No black hole this time around, just the...
He has just killed Blade Fury, so...
Okay. Just the one value point so he can get out with the magic immunity if he needs to.
And here comes Bone 7 and Abaddon, coming to help their brother Eternal Envy out. Gonna force them to go back, force Arteezy and try to just move back out of the lane.
C9 at 5 up here. Arteezy has no shapeshift. This is problematic with phase boost. This is a kill. Yeah, they've got the Omni Slash, but they're going to hold on to it, I imagine. No, they'll just use it to secure the kill. And SF goes back mid to continue his laning dominance over the S4 Queen of Pain. Second game in a row, we're just seeing S4 get crushed mid. SF with almost double the net worth.
At this point, I think going for the Orchids would be like a really tall task for him. Maybe changing the item selection that he wants to go for, going for Axe Scepter, easier to get, the easier build up, and gives you raw HP to survive the call from the Axe. And I'm not sure though, at this point it feels like the Orchid is not a very good option for S4. Here comes Misery! Oh no, he almost got another stun onto S4, and that would have been a kill again. Very, very close, but Misery really being such a pain towards S4 in the middle lane. Can't catch a break.
Oh, Secret are trying to sneak a Roshan here. They make it past Big Daddy No Tail. No. He was in position to scout out the smoke. He obviously doesn't know.
God.
I mean, at this point, it's about time Secret catch a break.
This is a huge bold move by Secret, but it seems like it's going to pay off.
If No Tail had scouted that off, at some point you're just like, how lucky can CLOUD9 get this game? They've just had so much go their way. Finally, Secret gets something. It's going to be an Aegis in their hands. We saw this last game, though. Arteezy snuck a Roshan, but ultimately was not something which really helped them out too much.
Showing Jackie Mao, you want to be good at sneaking Roshan, I can do it as well.
Well, it's one of the, I guess, comeback mechanics we're seeing some of these teams resort to, especially when they're really far behind. This kind of Secret here are in the early game. The fattest Shadow Fiend just dominating the net worth right now, and he's going to have a mech up. He's completed it back at base, needs to bring it out on the courier, and Team CLOUD9 looking good here in Game 2. This game could see Secret knocked out of the tournament. They went undefeated in the group stage. They were 17-0 at one point, and they could be finishing...
Remember what happened to LGD as well when they went undefeated? The same story.
You lose one series and then suddenly things fall apart. This, though, would not be a top 3 finish for Secret. This loss here would put them tied 5th place with Team Ray. It's still a respectable result for a team at their first LAN event, but based on the hype around this team, based on how they welded in the group stage, this is a team most people are expecting to get top 2, top 3.
Yeah, Secret gonna lose their tier 1 tower in middle lane. Zai's gonna move in towards the middle lane to help defend, and here comes the shapeshift from Arteezy.
Well, we'll see them look to loop around here. Enigma with a black hole. They'll look to use the shapeshift with this black hole, but they back off. They thought CLOUD9 were gonna get greedy. I feel like Arteezy's there like, I know this team. They're gonna go for this tower. They're gonna try and just get a bit too much out of this, but they didn't go for the tower. No opening for a black hole. The shapeshift is wasted, and, well, not much Secret can do. They can fall back, farm the Ancients, and...
Still a fairly even game after Secret took the Roshan and the tier 1 at top. And the Enigma just kept them in the game so far. Big Daddy No Tail gonna have his level 6 and Envy rotating bottom with his teleport scroll. They want to take the tier 1 bottom. It's very low. And looking at Secret's position, can they actually get a trade off from here? Middle lane tower seems like
Omni Slash comes through, takes out a Familiar, and Kuro gonna go down as well to the rotation from Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, he's gonna lose another Familiar. This is dead as well, and he can't restart.
That is expensive.
That is indeed very expensive. They're gonna defend mid as well.
Oh wow, the group comes out. Everyone's gonna scatter here. Bone 7 gonna be leading the charge here. Black Hole is available for Zai. Is he gonna go for it? One hero could be caught in it, but Bone 7 brought down by the Sonic Wave, goes through, catches out 3. Great placement from S4. just getting those other heroes in the backlines down low, kind of deterring them from chasing.
He didn't pop his mech though, would have at least forced S4 to stick around and do more damage to kill Bone 7, but it was, I think he just didn't expect the wave to blow him out so quickly. Wanted to bait the pop to actually stick around longer, but in the end, causing Bone 7 to die without the mech being popped, I think it was... Well, giving away something at this stage is not really good for C9. It's still a fairly even game, even though they had a very good laning phase.
It does feel that way. Fato going to run into the Queen of Pain here as Puppey actually the one in trouble. He's going to grave TP out. Nothing to cancel this as the TP from the Vengeful Spirit wasn't in time for a swap. Envy now with a completed Mask of Madness can power jungle. He can easily keep up in farm with some of the other heroes in this game. And Bone 7 needs to get that Blink Dagger up. I feel like that's the next big item for CLOUD9, because so far going for the Vanguard has kind of taken away that initiation tool of his. Envy not going to use the Omni Slash as here comes Zai. He's got a Black Hole available. He wants his kill. Mech going to come out as well. The Malefice is there. Black Hole available. Maybe worth it for this kill. There's no TP scroll, and Envy going to go down to the right clicks. This is a big kill for Secret to be picked up. That is something Envy's going to be regretting here. He played so well in Game 1. He's played perfectly in Game 2 so far, but first mistake we see come out of Jackie Mao.
Yeah, trying so hard to get the extra kill. Probably feeling the hit that they weren't in as good of a position as the first game. He wanted to get something out of it and just overextended, paid for the price. And looking at the axe now, he almost has his blink. So this would be the crucial timing for C9 to actually try to find some kills with the axe here after going for the much more economical build by getting a Vanguard. And the death at middle lane when the Shadow Fiend didn't mech him also hurt them a lot. So he's gonna get his blink finally at 15 minutes. It's not a very good timing considering he had such a good start even with the Vanguard, but let's see what he can do from here.
Yeah, for now it feels like Secret are managing to catch up as far as their economy is concerned, and Zai is very, very fast. He's got a Vitality booster on top of the mech and tread, sitting on 1200 HP, and that's with Intel tread, so he's just looking to help his team by taking up. Is this just a casual Vitality booster? Do you think he's going ATOS?
I think it might be casual or ATOS. He could still look to go for the Blink Dagger this game to make sure that he gets good black holes, but I wouldn't be surprised even if he goes for the ATOS. Like, the Blink is not 100% better than the ATOS here. Both could work, depending on how he wants to play the situation out.
Middle tier 1 tower, Bone 7 going to go for a smoke, but it's his teammate in trouble. He TP'd in. The second TPs can come to the tier 2 tower. That'll be a reasonably fast one. Misery dead already, and the Axe Blink Dagger not here just yet. Vato going to TP himself in.
Black hole?
Ooh, possibly one. Zai going to turn around, go for the TP out. Omni Slash is going to cancel it though. Zai going to go down, and that mech Vitality booster not saving him there. The tower does get destroyed by an Enigma Eidolon.
Well, that was unfortunate that they actually still got the last hit of the tower there.
Enigma had like a single Eidolon there, which just somehow snuck in.
Yeah, I actually thought for a moment they would actually turn and fight. Corp had ultimate, level 2 ultimate there, so they could have actually turn and back and try to take things like take a kill or two, but in the end they felt it was too risky, they didn't want to do it. Tried to TP the Enigma out, but was unfortunate. At least they salvaged the situation, they still got the tower.
Just giving up the 1 kill and getting the tower, also some good pressure and farm. Arteezy was top lane while that was going on, pressuring the tier 2. He's up to 6.5k net worth.
So it's gonna be the ATOS for Zai here.
Okay.
He picked up a Staff of Wizardry, so ATOS, looking at the potential of the item, definitely works well with the familiars. You can ATOS from a far range, the familiars can go in to do damage, and not to mention the wolves as well. Could be an item that actually gives the team the utility initiation they need, because they don't have much disables in terms of getting an easy initiation apart from a stun, so ATOS could be the item that provides them the initiation they need from far range.
Well, game 2, dead even as far as the farm goes. So Secret have stabilized things here. We'll see how things pan out. It is CLOUD9 on the dire side. Sure, Secret managed to sink the last Rosh. I imagine that's not something C9 will allow to happen again, unless Secret get complete map control and dominance in the next 5 to 10 minutes. But that last Aegis did expire, didn't get used for too much, but... Oh, well, I'd say it got used to just kind of bring this game back to even in some ways.
Yeah, and the Wolves scouted out Bone 7 going to top, trying to set up a kill, but Arteezy knows that, gonna back off. And so far the Blink still hasn't gotten anything done for his team. Bone 7 needs to find some some pickups here. Bottom lane, Kuroki gonna get surrounded by the jungle.
Yeah.
And then Shadow Fiend.
Great chill and look to run at this point. Familiar stun 1 and 2. He may get out of this one, but here comes your big day no tell Abaddon. But
I think they can get the kill.
No?
Yeah,
looks like it.
They're gonna try to kill. Yeah, he's gonna resummon. They're gonna at least force him to resummon his familiars, which is a long cooldown, 180 seconds at the very least.
It is, but I feel like all in all, Kuro played that well. You don't want to give away that easy gold. Worth the I mean, you're gonna have to resummon them anyways.
Yeah. But looking at the game at this point for Secret, they're gonna be able to finish Orchid on the S4 Corp fairly soon in the next few minutes. He actually caught up very well after the start he had. Did not expect him to get this at such a good timing. It was still a very good timing considering the start that he had.
Yeah, he was getting dominated by the Shadow Fiend. Fata did kind of rotate a bit into the jungle and was playing fairly defensive at certain points of the game, but right now C9 looking to make a move on mid lane. Enigma going to get swapped back in, no tower available, but here come the rest of Secret looking to back up. Grave not in range, and Puppey thinking he could maybe get in there for that. Bone 7 has a blink in 3 seconds time, but
it's pointless to try and grip,
yeah,
so it's the axe.
It's the axe.
There's no point for him trying to go in with the grip.
Oh, S4 almost caught by the blink call of Bone 7. He's practically got enough money for the Orchid now, so we'll see that coming out. And kind of theory crafted the Orchid not being as potent in this game, but it's a good timing at least, but it doesn't feel like there's a big hero to use it on.
I'm not sure though, because there's Abaddon. It doesn't feel like the Orchid would be actually helping the Corp do a lot in the game. I mean, you can use it on Abaddon at the very least to stop him from saving a teammate or so. And here comes the Invis Shadow Fiend, tries to get a Requiem off. Oh my god, he's gonna get it.
Wow, S4 gets the blink out just in time. 40 HP, healed up by the Dazzle, and
wow, that was just as close as
very
could get.
Yeah, if he walked on top of Fata, that would have been an insta-kill, I believe. I don't think he got the full damage from that Requiem.
Yeah, I don't think so, but it was still a very good effort from Fata trying to get that solo pick off with the Invis rune. They got a ward on the ancient area by Big Daddy. Placed the ward there, making sure that Secret can't really use the ancients as effectively until they deward it. But here comes the Orchid on S4, so let's see what he's gonna be able to.
Can they get into the Roshan pit to contest it? They have smoked up, they're making their move down there. Lycan is at top lane right now, and Roshan just drops 2 down fast.
Here we go.
They still want to fight. Fata, he's the one with the age, still going to overcommit to this one. Midnight Pulse is there, and it looks like C9 going to be at least forced back to some extent here. Not wanting to go up onto the high ground when they are somewhat lacking in vision.
You know, the only thing I can actually figure out of at the moment the Orchid could do, the biggest thing he could do is like get a solo pick off on Envy, since he still doesn't have the Manta. He's not far away from that. He has the Yasha and 1.8k gold, but there's going to be a window of timing where, because Envy is a player that he likes to be as efficient as possible, so the Corp might be able to actually, if you find him, you catch him alone with the Orchid, so it could actually get him 1 or 2 good pickoffs. And here comes Bone 7, a call on Puppey, it's going to go down here.
Nice observer ward by the Ancients. Puppey going to grave, but that ain't going to help him. Axe gets the chop, and Arteezy in kind of no man's land here, but at the same time, this positioning's working well for him because he's not been scouted out, he's farming in the enemy jungle. This is some kind of hyper-aggressive farming that's just not getting punished right now.
He just needs to give space to his team to farm, though. He just wants to do that.
They're searching for him over by the secret shop. CLOUD9...
Skadi is completed.
Okay. That's a lot of farm on your Fata Shadow Fiend.
S4 trying to look for the career, they're not going to be successful.
Well,
this is, if you're a Secret fan right now, you're going to be very worried about the current situation for Secret. They need to be able to get a good fight with a Black Hole to be able to turn things around at this point of the game. The Orchid so far not doing anything yet for S4, but we shall see whether in the fights he's able to actually silence the balance, preventing him from saving a teammate.
Oh, you talked about the solo kill potential. Envy at mid lane, gonna get Sonic Wave. The Meg coming in from Fata though, barely survives.
That was so risky, but he managed to survive just by the skin of his sleeve there.
Ooh. That Meg kept him alive on like 50 HP, and then in came the miscoil.
That's one of the moments you just give your teammate a high five. Thank you, bro.
Alright, Bone 7 at top lane. He's gone in kind of alone here, but here comes Puppey with backup, and Bone 7's overextended. He was doing Bone 7 things.
Got a deny on the tower. Why did he actually jump in? He was alone.
Yeah.
There was no backup. And I'm not sure if he actually could have even gotten a kill there.
Well, we'll
Maybe
see
he just wanted to try and get the tower, secure
Envy
the
at
tower.
bottom, he's going in with a wraparound here. Hiding at the secret shop, he's been pinged out though, he's been spotted. Secret Code's going to look to TP and evacuate. Abandoned ship, says Puppy. And they'll get out, scot-free. No casualties in the bottom lane as both Puppy and Kuro TP home.
So the Manta Star will be completed by Eternal Enemy, so that alone would remove any killing potential the Quap has on him at this point, unless it's on cooldown. So I'm not sure what the Orchid's gonna achieve. So right now, since he can't really kill the Jug anymore, the Venge will probably be walking with his team most of the time unless you catch him out alone. So the Orchid probably wouldn't do so much here, but let's see what will Estor go for his next item. Probably wants to go for a defensive item as a BKB, but at the same time against X, I'm not so sure if it's actually worth it. But we shall see what he decides to. And looking at Zai, he has 2k gold right now. Whether if he goes for the dagger at this point, it's quite uncertain as well.
I want to see some like Axe Refresher type play here.
He might even want to consider getting a Lycan, so to be honest.
Against the swap.
Yeah. And you can even give the Lycans like maybe to at the clutch timing to prevent the Culling Blade from Axe on your teammate.
If you link into the Culling Blade, does the Culling Blade go on cooldown?
I do not know. I think so because it counts as it didn't kill a target, so it should go on cooldown.
Alright.
But here we go. Envy, Mask of Madness.
He's got his famous bottled up DD rune as well.
He just bought the blink just to get out.
Is he? Oh, I guess he's used it now, so he can't sell it. But hey, it's an item he probably wants nonetheless.
Yeah, it's still an item you want, more or less. And here comes the gank. Can they actually get this kill with Envy? I'm not so sure.
Arteezy going to immediately shapeshift and needs to stay with his crew, but needs some mana burn. Envy can't go for the Omni Slash. Too much mana burn. Now Arteezy just needs to run. Envy has got the Aegis.
And here comes the Quap. Can he actually catch up?
Oh no, he hasn't got the Aegis. He's only got 100 HP. He's actually dying to the wolves here. Envy may go down. He's trying to bottle up in between right clicks. The Necrobook could finish him off. Queen of Pain, Blink in, Sonic Wave. Oh, it hits him. S4 gets the kill, goes down in the meantime, but that feels like it's worth it at this stage of the game.
Oh my god, did he actually get a streak?
Barely killed him. It was a pretty even gold exchange, I guess, and it was a kill going to the Shadow Fiend.
He ran back into the Sonic Wave. If he actually went towards the bottom side, I think it wouldn't have hit him. Man.
Yeah. I thought Envy had the Aegis. Aegis was on the Shadow Fiend, and that was where I'm like, okay, Envy's just manning up. He's got no mana for an Omni Slash, but
it was a Jackie Mao versus Artour Babaev showdown there.
Yeah. Jackie Mao don't bring no Aegis to fight.
Even man won't fight.
He's going to fight his friend on even footing, at least today. Didn't show him much mercy in game 1, but here we are, game 2. Right now, it's Arteezy keeping up on farm with Envy, but Fata's Shadow Fiend once more, topping the net worth chart and having an amazing game.
Next item on the books for Shadow Fiend. Let's see. He bought something.
Something's on the courier, and it's a Talisman of Evasion.
Butterfly. Oh, they're gonna catch Fata out here.
Well,
Necrobook's
up in a couple of seconds. Fata's Invis Rune not gonna save him here, and without a BKB, Fata's just straight up dead. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a huge pick off.
Oh, that is a high priority kill.
They need to get out. They need to get out. Enigma can blink and Atos someone.
Oh, Atos is coming soon. Their Bone 7 getting slowed. He's gonna get silenced up as well. Shielded off though. That's the Aphonic shield power, but Bone 7 still in trouble. Zaya's looking for a blink black hole. He's chasing. He's got the black hole. Is he gonna use it? Nope, doesn't do so immediately.
No, misery.
Second Atos comes out. It's a third kill. Secret just kind of snowballing from one kill to the second to the third.
That was just a very, very good play, outmaneuvering their opponents. And when they realized the Shadow Fiend is gonna be down, C9 tried to scramble out of there, but they just got caught out by the Familiars and got caught out by the Rod of Atos there, paying off.
You can see the power of the Rod of Atos and just having the timing. The Necrobook came up exactly when they needed it to deal with that Invis Rune that Fata picked up, and that was a big turning point, that sequence of events. That gives Secret, I don't know about, I feel like that gives them a bit of an edge here. They get a bit of more map control, and they're trying to just pressure some of these towers in the meantime.
Middle lane, Secret needs to be very careful now. Venge is already out, Shadow Fiend out as well. They need to make sure they don't give away whatever they actually worked for a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And looking at the Lycan, has he actually gotten something else?
He's working on an Assault Caress, has got the chainmail picked up.
Isn't this the chainmail he got earlier that he didn't decide to make it a medallion because they couldn't get the Roche?
We'll see what his next item of choice is going to be. It feels like AC not
Yeah,
bad against
yeah,
Shadow Fiend, against
AC
Omni Slash.
AC would definitely be a very good choice here.
It feels like the armor will help him a lot. You've also got the counter healing.
BKB next after the armor item, I guess.
Okay.
Against the Shadow Fiend, but I'm not entirely sure even if the BKB would be the most optimal choice since a lot of physical damage in the end of the day coming out from C9.
Yeah. Going like an AC into an Abyssal Blade, even a Heart of Tarrasque if you want
Heart
to
wouldn't
HP.
even be a bad choice here in my opinion. But we'll see. Double damage rune picked up by Big Daddy Notia here. Bone 7, any item progression. He's gonna get a Shiva's Guard recipe here. So gonna work on that as his next item progression. Looking at the supports of C9, do they actually have Ghost Scepters to actually protect themselves? Misery doesn't have a Ghost Scepter, only a Medallion so far.
Their support's much poorer than Secret. You look at Kuro, he has transitioned very nicely into a pretty farm Visage here with level 12 Aghanim Scepter, Gem. Well ahead of the C9 supports in terms of farm.
Yeah, Secret just clawed themselves back into the game after the last few because have the map control with the gem on the support. Visage, here we go.
Really nice offensive ward gets
Wards,
planted by
all the wards
Puppy.
being, yeah, that's very good vision. They can actually try to fight
There's
here.
a gem though. They de-warded immediately, unfortunately.
They just got a gem on Notil, or he has it before. I'm not sure.
I like the ward spot just because it's less common and normally you see it on the cliff, which is easily de-warded, but
Yeah,
the gem
essentially.
easily counters it. So.
But so far, I still haven't seen like the axe do too much apart from one kill. I'm not sure. It didn't feel like the blink from the axe accomplished too much yet in the game.
Now C9 playing very blind themselves. This Necro 3 and just general map controller secrets have kind of allowed them to just kind of put C9 in the dark as far as their vision's concerned.
Yeah,
but
it's just starting to show that the C9 supports very good in the laning phase, but not very good at farming in the jungle.
yeah. Well, they've got one ward around Roshan. They feel like they can take Roshan once more. Their lineup just kills Roshan too damn quickly. If they see one hero in the top lane or something, easy Aegis. And this time it's not just Aegis, it's Cheese as well. It feels like Secret have no way of preventing this. Not to say that it's a bad, it obviously is a bad thing, but it's not going to necessarily cause them to lose the game. They can still fight into Aegis.
Yeah, as long as they make sure every time C9 is trying to do rush, they get something done.
Yeah.
Be it tower damage or map control, getting wards down, doing ancient stack. Just make sure that they spread their heroes across the map and get as much as possible. And top lane, we see Secret here still staying by the jungle, maybe looking to see if they can actually get some sort of initiation. Here comes Bone 7, he's gonna run up, try to find someone, but gonna get slowed by the Atos and just couldn't get anything done again.
Nice Atos. Puppy could have been in trouble there with the blink.
Atos was a really good pickup here by Zai. Got so much done. The initiation range from the Atos just so good in this game. Provided with them is so much utility.
So C9 appear to be at least looking to group up a bit at the top lane, but if they ever try to group up too much and push, they're going to be met by counter push in the other lane. Queen of Pain as well as Lycan, both pretty good counter pushes. The Lycan especially just going to really threaten these other lanes with the Assault Crest and Necro 3 now completed.
Yeah, and S4 has the goal for Hex already, so he's going to have the silence to most likely be used on the Abaddon. That would be all the bench, but I guess the primary target will be the Abaddon and get the Sight of Ice on another target.
And that's going to also help deal with the Shadow Fiend's newly purchased Butterfly, so you can take out that evasion for a period of time while he's hexed up. And
middle tower is under
yeah,
attack.
I think you just want to get the Orchid on the Abaddon every fight.
You've got to be careful. Bone 7 nearby, ready with a blink call, but he does kind of show himself to the creep wave. What has Bone Chan got in mind here?
I don't think they feel Secret wants to fight right now with the Aegis and Cheese. Here we go, jump! Oh no, Zai!
Lane with the Omni-Slash. Zai cannot afford to die. The Grave is there, but the Culling Blade chops him up. He's going to immediately buy back. The counter push coming up bottom lane. Secret.
They need to back off. Lycan is going to base here.
Lycan is pushing much faster than CLOUD9. Now CLOUD9 have to wait for the next creep wave, and there goes your TPs. First one is the Vengeful Spirit. Arteezy's already backed off a bit here, and Fata can actually TP top, feeling confident that the threat at bottom has been negated.
They almost got into a very bad position there.
The Necro 3 was on cooldown for Arteezy when they went to the high ground.
Oh my god. If he had the Necro, the tower probably... Yeah, I think the tower's gone.
Yeah. Well, you can see the threat that this Lycan poses whenever CLOUD9 try to group up and go for a push. Secret also, Zai getting a bit caught out there, probably unnecessarily.
Yeah, but at the very least, he had buyback, was able to force C9 back, and they got a very good trade-off on the tier 3 at bottom. Looking at the tower damage done, it was so much, like 1000 tower damage done at bottom. So I think if you're Secret, you're gonna be looking for the same situation to happen sometime soon and just get the Lycan into the bottom lane once more and you'll be able to take the bottom racks.
The other thing is, it wasn't just the damage trade, it was the time. Because Aegis, lasting for another 2 minutes, they did have to use the Enigma buyback, but they're trying to stall. They want to take the fight when this Aegis is about to wear off. Unfortunately, C9 have at least one push in them right now. No counter push happening at top or bottom lane. No buyback on your Enigma.
Here's where you wish you had an Eccentric on Corp.
You've got to fight this one. You've got to fight into the Aegis and cheese, and you can't go for a counter push in the side lanes.
Well, they need to take this fight very well with the silence abandon, and hack someone else. That's like the best way to start.
Who's your ideal target on the C9 side?
They have Aegis on Pheta, but it's try to kill Bone 7 though, since he's the primary initiator, but you must be able to wait for him to jump in and click the hex from far and get the hex instantly. Oh, here goes the silence!
Insta silence comes out. He does get it shielded off, but it prevented the call. I mean, that's a good silence.
That could have been big.
Even with the shield onto the Orchid, just having the initiation prevented. Very nicely done. NB still chipping at the tier 3 tower. They're just trying to delay this Aegis, which is going to be expiring in the next minute or so. Vata on the front lines.
Here we go.
Oh, the blink call onto S4. S4 still alive for the time being. Grave keeping him healthy. He gets the blink out. Omni Slash now coming through. They're looking for that black hole. Zai's got a blink dagger still available. The Hex now comes out onto your Juggernaut. Bone 7 misses the call. Buyback from Puppey. Bone 7. He's been isolated now. Vata's got this Aegis kill.
They need to get out.
They do need to get out. Black hole on just one. Immediately cancelled by Misery. Zai could not find the black hole he was looking for. The Grave is there, but the Culling Blade from Bone 7, it's going to go off. The Malefice isn't enough. CLOUD9 have only lost NB so far, and Secret have lost 2, make it 3, and this is with buybacks. This is looking really bad for the Gradient team. Secret have no answers. This Aegis about to heal up your Shadow Fiend as well, and they may just look to continue this push.
Oh my god.
Aegis gets reclaimed, and that's Vata back to full HP.
Back off right now. I feel they can actually do more damage to the tower.
There's no black hole, only visits with a buyback.
The courier, what's the courier doing outside?
Ooh, it's gonna back off. I was looking for the gem.
Okay.
It wants that gem. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, they can still do tower damage.
Oh, that's a blink after he got silenced.
Oh my God.
7.
What?
Whoa,
No.
swap back onto Arteezy though. They're going to bring down the Lycan in exchange for the Vengeful Spirit. Lycan does have buyback and may be forced to use it. They want to try and defend this mid lane.
Oh, they need to back off right now. Back off right now.
Damage has been done. S4 blinks forward, has the Orchid still available. He's taking big right
Wow.
clicks, and S4 could just be dead. The raise from Vata. His
Oh,
Shadow Fiend
no.
play has been more than impressive this game. He is single-handedly just carrying C9 right now. Well, single-handedly perhaps a bit of an exaggeration, but he's going to just keep on staying on the higher ground. Envy even going to come back into the fight here. S4 going to buy back as well, and C9 have to make a decision here. Do they fight? Do they run? Vata's been left alone in the base. Will pay the price.
Man, he got too cocky though. That kill gave so much go and experience to Secret.
You know, Secret, end of the day, still have rack standing, and get a big important kill
Yeah, that was
on the Shadow Fiend.
That was very unnecessary by the Shadow Fiend though. Well, I guess they are still in a good position after Secret using 3 buybacks. I think Lycan, Quab, and Dazzle. Yeah, Lycan, Quab, and Dazzle used buybacks in that fight.
Yeah, that really hurt the Secret economy. You can see a big drop in the net worth trade.
I still felt they got something, or they shouldn't have gotten anything out of that. The Shadow Fiend could have just backed off, and the death was needless to say something bad for them. But at least they got the buybacks out. And looking at item progression, Enigma still not going to be able to have any progression after the buyback. Quab, after the Hex and buyback, nothing much coming up for him. Visage got a Ghost Scepter. Lycan didn't get anything new as well.
All 3 cores, it feels like, just with buybacks, can't really get those next big items up, which they need ASAP. They probably will get a bit of breathing room. For CLOUD9, they'll want to wait for the next Roshan, so Secret at least can maybe have another big item by then, and well, they could also maybe try and take a favorable fight. They're smoked up, looking to find a pick-off here, and
they might want to actually try to get a MKB on Lycan as soon as possible against the Butterfly.
Well, right now, the smoke going to make their way down river here.
Black Hole is going to come off cooldown in 5 seconds.
And that last fight, that black hole just didn't cut it. They're going to ping out Envy.
Envy.
Did they see him? There's a Hex
Where's
available
the
as well as the Orchid. Venge is not there, not in range for the swap, and Envy going to be burst down.
Oh dear.
Big pick off there.
Oh dear. This
Secret.
This is not looking good for them after such a good fight.
I feel like Cloud9 can still wait out the next Roshan. So far they've proven to be a team that...
Man, they need to be very careful. They've been giving so many pickoffs away to Secret after getting a commanding lead from the laning phase.
Okay. Envy does have buyback, but obviously not really looking to use it at this point. If they're just going to lose something like a tier 2 tower mid, probably not something he'll buy back for. Arteezy's not even coming, so he's looking to keep his farm up and just farm Ancients right now.
And I talked about getting the Orchid on the Abaddon from the court, but I don't think it will be possible because No-Tail can stay so far with the Blink and just make sure that he comes in to save his team. So I probably see just the main usage of the Orchid is to just silence the Axe when he blinks in and tries to get a call off.
Alright, well, Zygon getting scouted out. Dire Observer Ward on the high ground here. It's a blink forward. Bone 7, please!
Bone 7.
Oh my.
Again, he gets caught out.
This
is looking...
You know, he
looking
hasn't
like
played...
a comeback for Secret.
He hasn't played that much Axis tournament. Has not been one of his go-to heroes, and it's a great pick to have against the Visage Familiars, against the Lycan, the Blink Call against the Quap, but Secret have caught him out multiple times, have countered his Blink initiations with these fast Orchids from S4, and suddenly high ground being threatened. There's no buyback on your Axe, and with Zai sitting back ready with the Black Hole, there's going to be some significant damage done to this tier 3 tower, it feels like.
Bro, Shadowfiend can still stand in front like a man to defend the tower, so I don't think they can deal too much damage.
Well, this is where Secret, if they can get an Aegis, they Roshan respawning now.
Oh no, it's gonna respawn now. Bone 7 is still 40 seconds down the death timer.
Can you contest this without your Axe?
It's hard though against the Enigma. They need to make sure that they get the swap on the Black Hole.
Dire lose that courier. They scouted out. Misery now possibly isolated as well. That takes the swap out of the picture. If they can kill off Misery, that's huge. Oh, Misery gonna get shielded up. The Sonic Wave coming through. S4 willing to overcommit to this one potentially. Misery's still alive. Meanwhile, the Radiant Jungle, Envy's used his Omni Slash already. He may just get caught out. Puppey gonna grave himself up, and without a culling blade, Puppey's still alive for the time being. Faster gonna look to bring it down. Vision has brought down your Jugs though. Envy is dead. If they want to stop this Roshan happening, they've got to use that buyback. That they will. That comes your Juggernaut, and Secret have got to decide. Do they commit to this Roshan, or do they back off? Black Hole still available. It looks like Secret gonna look to reposition themselves.
They have to. I don't think they can actually contest the Rush anymore. It's 4v5. It's probably safer not to just go because they are not in a good position themselves with the mid lane exposed. If they take a fight right now, they lose a fight. Rex is probably gone.
They lost their vision on the high ground too with the blink from the Abaddon onto the cliff.
Bone
So.
7 takes the Aegis.
I mean, Fata seems somewhat unkillable, but I feel like Envy would be your kind of ideal Aegis carrier.
I think they didn't actually wanted Bone 7 to get it because look at the Juggernaut. He actually dropped a slot just to make sure he could pick up something.
And Envy
also... Oh dear, I think it wasn't intentional that the...
Envy has no buyback as well. I feel like there is no reason you would not want to give it to your Jug.
Give it to the Jug? I think it was just oh my god, Bone 7, please. Bone 7.
S4 doing what he can to keep the pressure up on this top lane. You mentioned Accept earlier. If he wants to buy something like that, he is up to 3.5k gold.
He could still go for the Axe. I think the Axe in this point of the game could be something that he wants to have in base defense. You can buy time with the Axe, Ultimate, and the Lycan. He could just be somewhere else, split pushing and forcing C9 to move and stop the push. So could be an item that he looks to go for next. Or his other option would probably be Shiva's Guard.
Yep. March down the middle lane. C9 looking for a pick up. Arteezy's going to be careful. He has got money for buyback. 5.2k gold. He's staying out of range.
This has to work for C9. They already use so much of their resources in
no buyback for 40 seconds on your Lycan actually, and this mid-rack's exposed. They need a delay. They want to have that buyback first. Boots of Travel's bought. He may just go for the trade here. He's keeping in the bottom lane. They're going for a base trade. Zai going to survive the Omni Slash, but now it switches over to Kuro, who goes Scepters up. Secret are pushing top. They're also pushing bottom. What's the move here? Does C9 go for throw? They've got to back off. They're not even going for the racks right now. Where are the TPs? Vata does not have a TP. Envy also, I don't think, has a TP. No one has TPs. Visage Familiar's getting the stuns. They're going for the throne. Oh no! It's a catastrophe for Cloud9. Here comes S4 as well. They're just running back. They're running for dear life. They've got to protect the base. Arteezy now pops the ultimate. There's no clip available. He dies in the fountain, but he's got ages. He can't even buy back and TP home. They're just going to get the throne up for this. Holy shit, CLOUD9 have lost game 2. I can't believe it. What just happened? The biggest late game faux pas CLOUD9 have shown this tournament, and that's with some terrible late game performances in previous matches where they lost a 30k gold lead. This, to me, takes the cake.
This is even worse than the game that they lost
against Big God
with the Lycan pick against the Medusa. This is even a bigger. I wouldn't say they were in